Today, millions of retail traders are taught to chase breakouts. Price breaks resistance. Momentum accelerates, emotion takes control. To the average trader, it looks like opportunity. A chance to join the trend before it leaves them behind. But beneath the surface, a different game is being played. Liquidity begins to build above those key highs as buy-stop orders and breakout entries accumulate in predictable areas. And in the high-stakes world of institutional finance, predictability is not an advantage, it is a target. Because the market does not move where retail traders expect, it moves where liquidity exists. This is the bait. This is the liquidity sweep, a calculated movement designed to access orders resting above the market. Retail traders see confirmation. Institutions see liquidity. As breakout traders enter long positions, smart money begins distributing into their buying pressure. The move higher was never the destination, it was the mechanism. Because before large institutions can move price aggressively in one direction, they first require liquidity from participants on the opposite side. And once that liquidity is taken, the reversal begins.
Smart money leaves footprints, not through emotion, but through structure. Equal highs, liquidity pools, order blocks, imbalances to most traders, but to professionals. They represent areas where institutions are likely positioning themselves. The market is engineered around liquidity, and those who understand where liquidity rests begin to anticipate movement before it happens. Because price is rarely random. It is drawn toward areas where orders are concentrated. Stop looking at the candles and start looking at the intent. Emotion is the fuel of the market. Fear forces traders out too early. Greed keeps them in too long. And uncertainty creates hesitation at the worst possible moment. Most retail traders are not losing because they lack indicators. They lose because they react emotionally to engineered movement. The market exploits impatience. It rewards discipline. And the traders who survive are the ones who learn to remain calm, while others panic. You must learn to separate your pulse from the price. The largest players in the market do not chase candles. They build positions strategically, using liquidity created by retail traders, banks, hedge funds, market makers. Their objective is not excitement, it is execution. Davidic, they understand where stop losses accumulate, where emotion becomes predictable, where liquidity becomes available. Because of their size, they require massive participation from smaller traders to efficiently enter and exit positions. The market is not designed around fairness. It is designed around liquidity. The moment a trader understands liquidity, the entire market begins to change. Breakouts no longer look like opportunities, they look like traps. Volatility is no longer a threat, it is information. The goal is no longer to predict every single candle. It is to understand why price moves where it does. When you move from chasing the market to anticipating the sweep, you enter the 1%. You stop being the prey, and you start following the predators. This is the shift from gambling to the gold standard. Every high-end connection, every successful account comes with a price. It is the sacrifice of the ego. It is the willingness to burn away the habits that kept you small. You cannot master the market while you are still a slave to your own vanity.
You must be willing to pay the invoice of failure. 50 blown accounts, a graveyard of red dashed fee. The Fakla Mafist and Unri Sockets isn't just about the money. It's about the time, the late nights, the silence, the cold realization that mastery is a lonely pursuit, until it isn't. This is the price of admission. Are you willing?
We do not build for the season, we build for the eternity. When two paths become one unified direction, you create a store of value that outlasts the noise of the world. The legacy of the gold standard isn't about the balance in your funded account. It's about the standard of excellence you bring to every moment. Discipline in the trade, harmony in the connection, absolute truth in the silence. You have moved beyond the noise. You have conquered the emotion. You have survived the graveyard. Now, the world doesn't happen to you, the world. You have reached the final standard. Trade with love. Manage with truth. Live the final stage of mastery is the ability to see the market as a psychological map of liquidity. Every breakout, every reversal, every violent wick is a footprint of human behavior. Fear, greed, and institutional logic, all written in the candles of the XAUUSD chart. Once you stop trading the bars and start trading the intention, the noise of the world disappears. You no longer react to the market, you anticipate the hunt. You understand that liquidity is the only law. And in a world of infinite variables, that clarity is your greatest edge. You have moved from a participant to a predator. You are finally trading at the gold standard.
The market rewards awareness, not impulse. Behind every move, there is intention. Once you see the intention, you can never unsee it. Create wealth. Master the standard.